Hello and welcome to your midweek mindfulness break for the third week of June. Um, the moon is in Pisces, moving into Aries today. It is a disseminating moon, meaning the moon is losing its light as we work towards the new moon next week, the new moon in Cancer. The sun moves into Cancer tomorrow, Thursday, as well as indicating the peak of the sun's energy each year in the summer solstice, which coincides with the sun moving into Cancer. So we are fully in summer here this week. And are you feeling the heat? I mean that in so many ways, right? Metaphorically, things are really heating up emotionally, politically, um, environmentally. And I think it's a really good idea at this point in the year to check in with how your body reacts to these things that are happening around us. And so we will focus in today on embodied breath awareness and really focus in on the body and how the body is feeling within these states of heightened political upheaval and the peak of the sun, all types of, heightened war and aggression. Everything feels a little bit escalated right now. I shouldn't say a little bit. Everything feels very escalated right now. And we're bound to be feeling that in our body in some way. So this is an opportunity to really check in and see how your body's feeling and to just witness and notice what's real without any judgment. All right, let's go ahead and get started by finding your comfortable meditation posture. So find your way to a seat. Feel free to sit on a couch or a chair, a cushion or a bench. As always, I invite you to give your body what it needs today. And, maybe for an embodied practice, we might even lie down if you feel like you can stay awake. And so just take a moment to arrive and settle, making any adjustments to your posture, wiggling in so you can be still and be comfortable for the next 20 or so minutes. If you're seated, I invite you to lift your spine nice and tall so you have a sense of alertness in your body, and then settling and softening around your alert form. And then find a place to let your hands rest softly in your lap. Allow your elbows to dangle beneath your shoulders. And if it feels appropriate, you can gently close your eyes or just gaze softly toward the space in front of you. And so allow yourself to arrive in your practice and just begin to notice what it is you're bringing with you into your practice today based on any previous experiences from your day. And as we begin to get settled and centered, let's begin to notice the body and the breath. So start by noticing the weight and shape of your body seated here in your practice or lying down. And take a moment to note the support beneath you. So the support that's holding you here in your practice, whatever it is you're seated on or lying on, feel the weight and shape of your body settle down into that support. So recognize that in this moment you are safe, you are supported, and then begin to recognize the fact that you are breathing as you feel the breath moving in and out of your body. So noticing the body, noticing the breath. And there's nothing to change, there's nothing to fix. Just simply feel yourself arriving in this moment, allowing yourself to witness what's there with kindness, with compassion. And this is your time to just simply be. And so let's take the next couple of moments to settle our awareness on the breath as an anchor for the practice. And so we'll just witness each breath from start to finish, noticing the inhale as you draw in the breath all the way to the top of the inhale, and then noticing the exhale as you release your breath. And you don't need to breathe in any particular way. Just let the body breathe itself. And just take the next moment, maybe 10 or so breaths, allowing yourself to be present with this act of breathing in your body. And so noticing where you feel the breath most predominant in your body today. And that might be the air moving in and out of your nose. It might be the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. It might be the expanding and contracting of your rib cage and your pelvis. You might feel the movement of your diaphragm, or perhaps the movement of your lungs as you breathe. And tuning into wherever you feel the breath in your body in this moment. And if at any point you become distracted by a sound or physical sensation or thoughts or emotions, just know that that's a normal part of the practice to become distracted. Become awake of the distraction, notice the distraction, and gently guide yourself back to the breath. And we'll begin to include some of these other experiences as we move forward in the practice. But for now, it's just you witnessing your breath. And so the breath is always there. And we'll begin to focus in on the physical body. And start by noticing the weight and shape of your body here, seated, supported, quiet, focused. You might notice the space around your physical body, and you might notice how your body meets that space around you. You might notice the temperature of the air on your skin, awakening the senses a little bit here. And then inside the body, you might start to notice any physical sensations, perhaps areas of obvious tension. Notice the expression on your face. Notice if you're holding any tension in the jaw or the scalp or in your chest, upper back, shoulders, belly, hips and pelvis, legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet and toes. What is the overall feeling tone in your body at this moment? And then on the opposite of that tension, notice areas of spaciousness, of openness, of softness and ease. It's possible that both are true at the same time, where we can feel tension and tightness and sensation and pain. At the same time, we can feel openness, ease, softness, comfort. And notice where your awareness is landing and what's resonating with you today. Is it the tightness, the tension, the discomfort? Or are you relating more toward the spaciousness, the openness, the softness, and ease? And take the next few rounds of breath to just be here with your breath and your body, noticing, witnessing without feeling the need to change anything or to judge what's there, just allowing. As you settle a little deeper into your practice, you might notice how these other experiences kind of take you away from the anchor. The anchor of today's practice is our breath and our body, but that might clue you into something else, what you notice in your body and your breath. And you might be pulled away by an experience of a thought or emotion based on what you're feeling in your body and your breath. And so take the next couple of moments to allow space for these other experiences. You can potentially name that experience, whether it's thinking or feeling, hearing, whatever it is that comes into your field of awareness, just allow it to come, float gently into your awareness, and then let it float gently out of your awareness without attaching yourself to it. And as these experiences come and go from your awareness, coming back to the breath and the body in between these other experiences. So we're just letting it come, letting it go. No need to cling, no need to resist. All experiences are welcome in this space today. And I invite you to notice how each sort of provokes the other. You might notice something in your body, a sensation which provokes a thought or an emotion. And you might notice how a thought or an emotion lands in your physical body. And the beauty of this mindfulness practice is that we're just simply witnessing and noticing and allowing and teaching ourselves not to attach to any of it. Allow yourself to be here in this space, anchoring in the breath and the body, allowing for experiences to come and go without any judgment. Be here for another moment, maybe 10 or so rounds of breathing. Very gently release this practice and begin to draw your awareness into the space of your chest, your heart center. And you might take a moment to notice if you're holding tension here. I like to place the palm of my hand on my chest and just feel the warmth of my palm settle my heart, inviting in some spaciousness and opening. And calling in some self compassion for whatever it is you are experiencing today. These are not normal times by any stretch of the imagination. And it's okay to have feelings and emotions and anxiety. You wouldn't be human if you were not having some reaction. And now let's take that compassion and turn it into gratitude, coming straight from the heart. Remind yourself of what you're grateful for today. You can release your palm if you placed it on your heart. And begin to deepen your breath. And feel your body. Feel your body in this space. Notice where you are. And as you feel ready, you can begin to flicker your eyes open, gently coming out of the practice. Bow your head down to your heart to honor yourself and your practice. Thank you so much for being here. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Thank you. See you next time. Take care. Be well.